Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a community begins to mourn the death of a teenager who was weeks away from graduating. And an elementary school is closing in the mountains, forcing parents to find new schools for their children.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Tuesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee on this April 29th at 6 o'clock this morning. And as we've been saying with meteorologist Megan Dusmal today, it has been a warmer start to our Tuesday. And honestly, Megan, I had a visceral reaction when I saw your 7-day with the 80s on there, just creeping up on us like some sort of monster, in my opinion.
I'm sure you like the 60s, though, that we have coming up. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the cooler temperatures. Not looking forward to the cooler morning temperatures, though. That's not my favorite. But as of today, this morning, you can expect those warm temperatures. Again, mainly looking in the 60s. However, we do see some 50s out there. 52 for Whitesburg and Clintwood, 55 for Wise, and high temperatures of the day will be in the low to mid 80s. We'll see a little bit chillier temperatures for Wise in the upper 70s. However, with a little bit of those breaks in the sun you could see earlier in the day, could hit that 80-degree mark. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Nice and clear right now, but all will change this afternoon. We have some slight chances of rain as we're heading to the afternoon. In the evening hours, have some slight chances of storms in the forecast. Amelia.
Just weeks away from his high school graduation, a Wayne County teenager was killed in a crash early Sunday morning. It happened just east of Monticello. 18-year-old Elijah Bolin died, and his brother and another driver were seriously injured. Now the Wayne County High School senior class is preparing to honor Bolin's memory as they approach the end of the school year.
We will do our best to make sure that his memory is displayed in every event that we have, whether it be the senior walkthrough or the baccalaureate or prom or graduation. We will just try our best to make sure that he's not forgotten.
School officials say extra counselors were brought in to help students deal with the loss. State police are still investigating the crash. A woman is accused of stabbing her boyfriend inside a tent. That happened in the Flat Gap community of Johnson County Friday. Deputies say Tiffany Rebecca Williams stabbed Michael Hauser with a kitchen knife. Hauser was then taken to Highlands ARH. Williams was arrested and taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, and she's charged with second-degree assault and domestic violence. A former fire chief and treasurer are accused of stealing from the Jakes Branch Volunteer Fire Department in Perry County. Jamie Ferris and Charla Stacy were indicted for theft by unlawful taking and abuse of public trust. State police say the investigation started in January after the Kentucky Fire Commission raised concerns. Detectives say Ferris and Stacy, who are in a relationship, misused thousands of dollars in department funds. Both were arrested Monday and are scheduled to be arraigned in early July. The Letchers County School Board met last night to decide the fate of Arley Boggs Elementary School. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino has that decision and reaction.
The ongoing discussion on whether Arley Boggs Elementary School will see another school year was decided Monday night by the Letcher County School Board. Community members, Arley Boggs staff, and students did not get the outcome they hoped for.
The school board voted to dissolve Arley Boggs at the end of the school year.
The vote was 3-1. The Iola community expressed their feelings of neglect on their side of the mountain.
To us, it seems like the last thing that was standing, and to lose that it's hard on everybody.
Principal Freddie Terry says there will be some difficult days ahead.
My entire life has been spent in or around Arley Boggs Elementary since I was 5 years old. I think the reality will be when I walk out the door the last time and close that door behind me and know that that's not where I return to work, or it's not where I go back for events.
The principal says that students and the community are resilient, and although the transition will be hard, he will continue being an advocate for the Wildcats.
My first year as principal, I came up with the motto, the little school that does big things. And so at the close of this year, I want to be still that same little school. But I guess we'll have to change that to that did big things. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. And that's true. Our students will not forget our roots and where we came from.
And he says the planning for a smooth transition will start immediately.
Where's all my students at in the building?
Stand, please. All there. 1, 2, 3.
In Letcher County, McKinley Caladrino, WYMT Mountain News.
The principal mentioned they already have ideas on how to transition both students and parents, like hosting an open house at Cowan Elementary. Terry also said the school paid for every student and staff to receive a free yearbook to remember the last year of Arlie Boggs. A new superintendent has been picked for the Harlan County School District. Brett Johnson will become the 19th superintendent on July 1st. The school board, following a 3-hour meeting, voted unanimously to award Johnson a 4-year contract. He's currently an assistant superintendent and director of pupil personnel, and he succeeds Brent Rourke, who announced last year that he would retire. Yesterday, the Rising Center hosted its annual Honk to End Sexual Violence event. Folks were on the street holding signs asking drivers to honk to end sexual violence, raising awareness for sexual assault and prevention. Community partners including UK Healthcare, the Care Cottage, Kentucky River Community Care, and many more were at the event. Attendees were also encouraged to write messages in chalk for sexual assault survivors.
It's not just like one honk. They really will like blare the horn when they come through, and that's just really nice to hear. Don't know if everybody else enjoys it, but it's nice to hear for us to see the community just really supports us.
One of my favorites is when they actually just hold down the horn the whole way through, because it's like, all right, they really get it. Like they're like, yeah, let's end this.
Last year, there were 2,500 honks. This year, organizers wanted to beat that record.
Well, we're starting off with the calm morning. That will be changing as we're heading into the afternoon and evening hours. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Just seeing a little bit of those clouds rolling through. Overall, just a clear start to the day. You'll have some rain chances picking up this afternoon in the early afternoon hours, and then some storm chances as you head into the evening. That will continue overnight. Current temperatures, though, 60s, seeing some 50s for our more eastern counties. 55 in Wise, 52 in Clintwood, 50 in Grundy. But this afternoon, everyone will see that warmth as we get into the low to mid 80s, seeing upper 70s for Wise. Here's a look at that hourly planner as we go through the next couple of hours from 7 to 7, seeing that by 4 o'clock we'll hit those high temperatures and those storms really picking up as you head into the evening. Amelia.
Well, thank you for joining us at 6:07. We have more mountain news on the way. A community rallies together in Wisconsin after a judge was arrested for reportedly helping an illegal alien avoid arrest.